When sellout comrades start denouncing the brave actions of the motherfucking resistance, it helps to find a friendly voice to validate your thoughts and give you some comfort. When I am feeling down, I can always count on Gord Hill to pump my veins with some radical analysis. Here's Gord giving us some motherfucking knowledge during Monday's StopWar.ca rally.
To begin with my presentation, I would like to make a controversial statement, which is, I am not anti-war. Because sometimes it's necessary to go to war to defend your people and your territories. But I understand that when StopWar.ca says they are anti-war, they are talking about anti-colonial war, anti-imperialist war, because that is what is occurring in Afghanistan. It's a colonial invasion and occupation of another people's country. And they try to present it as being something else by saying it's a peacekeeping operation, or it's a security operation, or it's a stability operation. Here in British Columbia, Indigenous peoples have suffered over 150 years of colonial invasion and occupation. Our people suffered over 90% loss of their population through biological warfare, through Royal Navy gunboats and Marines.
Shame.
As our military resistance was reduced, the colonial regime, at first made up of the Hudson's Bay Company, today one of the main corporate sponsors of the 2010 Winter Olympics. The colonial government was able to impose the Indian Act Band Council system, the reservations, the residential schools, where they colonized and assimilated generations of indigenous children and youth. The result today of this colonial history is that indigenous people suffer the highest rates of suicide, unemployment, poverty, lack of education, homelessness, disease, poor health. The 2010 Winter Olympics wants to conceal this colonial history and the social conditions that indigenous people live under. And to do this, they've employed the Indian Act Band Council collaborators who comprise the 4 host First Nations. The Olympic police state that we see before us today is a sign of the future, of what is to come. And we should all be very observant and take notes of this and begin to prepare ourselves and our social movements for this reality. For as the economic and environmental conditions continue to decline, as social conditions continue to decline, as military crises continue to expand, the only option left for the state will be the police state. Today we see the largest police security operation in Canadian history. $1 billion for security, for new weapons, new resources. They have 17,000 of these big police, soldiers, security guards walking in our streets. But you know what? You know what? You seen on Saturday, militant resistance, $1 billion in security, 17,000 big police, security, soldiers. They're gonna need more pigs. They're gonna need more pigs. This resistance is vital. It is how we will survive. That is what Indigenous history can also teach you. You must fight, you must resist. That is how your people survive invasion, occupation, genocide. The limits of tyrants are set by those whom they attempt to tyrannize.
They're up the stage. Over the stage. Where are you guys from?
The last time I was up on a stage here. That's when they set up that Olympic Countdown Clock. February 12, 2007. One of my favorite signs I seen that day was Countdown to Disaster. And that's what these Winter Olympics have been for the rich and powerful. A disaster. In conclusion, I would like to say, fuck 2010. Fuck the corporate sector.
And that about does it for this edition of It's the End of the World. As we know, I feel fine. The following slaves kicked down some green paper to help make this coverage possible: Bruce, In the Silence, Sabina, Zachary, Rodney, Brandon, Flynn, Martin, Jay, Ryan, Will, Ruben, and David from Pergo. Also, big motherfucking ups to all the video ninjas who spent the week on our hot-ass bunkers to produce groundbreaking coverage from the streets of resistance. The motherfucking BNC, the Dominion Paper, Victoria in the Media, B-Channel News, Rochester in the Media, Friendly Fire Collective, Pittsburgh in the Media, Upheaval Productions, SolidarityResponse.net, Pepper Spray Productions, Chico Area Pirate Punks, Peace Culture, Resist.ca, and the Downtown Eastside Residents Association. To comment on this show, or for links from our coverage of the 5 cock rings of death, just visit my fucking website, stimulator.tv. Now, where's my pillow?
Remember, kids, you can podcast high-quality video of this show at submedia.tv.